All right, here we have a quick unboxing, first thoughts, and a couple sample images using the GLOW PARAPOP 38-inch. And this is made by Flashpoint, which is a part of Adorama in New York. Now, I also picked up the actual egg crate grid for the 38-inch Parapop, and I'll go through that a little later. Here's the bone mount ring. It's made of plastic. It does feel a little cheap initially. It's very lightweight though, and you'll understand why later on. Now here's the traditional type of Bowens mount adapter, and you'll see it's all metal, even the black portion right there. I don't know if that's glued on somehow or whatnot, but it's all metal build, and compared to this, at first you're gonna feel like it's a little cheap just because it is plastic. All right, so here's how it comes bagged, and this is what's in the box. This is the flash mounting bracket. I'm personally not gonna use it, but it also came with a Bowens mount inside this bag. I don't know if that was by accident or not. Mine was a bundle kit that came with an extra one. So, and here's the Parapop quick release system. And I'll kind of go over this a little bit along the way as well. And this is already pre-installed with this mounting bracket. Here's the bracket for the flash mount, and then you just have to take this off and replace it with the Bowens mount. Now here's a removable inner diffuser panel, and here's the strap. It looks like it's big right here because what I do is wrap it around twice, kind of like you would an umbrella, and then go ahead and move it to the side and Velcro it that way. Here's an extra replacement rod. What is nice is you can buy those separately if they ever break for some reason. So let's start by removing these 3 small screws. Initially, I also thought these small screws I thought it was a little flimsy as well because it seemed like a lot of weight you're putting on it. But if you look at really close, they do have some small metal inserts in each screw portion. And I'm not sure if it's an insert or the actual ring itself is metal. It's very hard to tell because it does kind of seem like it's metal or some kind of aluminum. So I'm not sure if it's going directly in there, but once you hook those 3 screws in, you'll notice that it feels secure. And those are the quick release buttons that I just showed you. And it makes these things pop down. All plastic, and like I said, the center portion does seem to be some type of lightweight metal, maybe aluminum or something like that. And it's housed in plastic, and everything else is plastic. But you do have to remember, a lot of times nowadays, a lot of these plastics are stronger than metal. So just keep that in mind. But one thing it does do is keep the weight down, the overall weight. And the way you insert these, I'm doing this particular way because of the video. The rod you put into the plastic holes, and then from that point you take the elastic loop and you go ahead and hook them to those hooks. And then that's pretty much it. And if you can see, I just popped this open really easily without any type of effort. It's not the way you would probably traditionally open it or install this, but I chose to do it this particular way. You could do it with the box facing upwards or however you want to do it. And squeeze all the tabs together because they do work together. If you squeeze on one side, the other side squeezes too, but you squeeze them together pretty hard and then it'll pop close. I do wish that they had like a little groove for your fingers, but it doesn't. It's not that big of a deal. But there was a couple times where I thought I squeezed it pretty tight and it didn't all close or it didn't release all of it. So make sure you squeeze it pretty tight together. Now here's the egg crate. It comes in a case and it has a pamphlet here of different types of soft boxes and modifiers. And I was not really too sure about a lot of it. The Adorama's video for this, they don't have very good examples of how the box is being used. Not that I saw, not to talk bad about it, but it wasn't very convincing. A couple of people I saw on YouTube are using boxes like this, and it's not to keep using the same thing everybody's doing, but for these type of options, it's one of the only options. They have a Paul Buff box that you can get for probably half the price of this, which is a nice build and strong, durable build. But I'm not getting this for studio use. I'm getting it for outdoors and a lightweight use, and I don't want it too big. So this is really the only option that I could find that's lightweight. Now make sure that when you put this egg crate or you put your panels in, you want to make sure you leave enough Velcro room and you just pretty much roll it across. Now, as you can see here, the only thing I can really say bad about it, not really bad, but just a pet peeve, is that the box seems a little saggy sometimes. And I don't know how well it's going to hold its weight over time, but it does appear to be a little saggy. Not that that really matters at the end of the day of what its purpose is. I'm just looking at the overall build quality. Part of it has to do with how you Velcro the diffuser panels or the egg crate, because when you do that, it does kind of flex the box down a little bit, and that could be causing some of the sag as well. The only other thing I could possibly say was the plastic build, but compared to my other boxes that I have, square or octa boxes and beauty, like traditional beauty dishes, it is super light. It's the lightest box or a modifier that I have, period, no matter the size. Even smaller boxes I have, beauty dish, foldable beauty dish, this is by far the lightest one and the easiest to open and close and travel with. I think it's a great deal. I do think if you're in the price range of thinking you're gonna spend $100 or less, you have to bump that up a little bit. With the egg crate, I got it for just under $300. You don't have to get the egg crate. It all depends what you want it for. You can get it for maybe $2.50. It all depends. Sometimes it goes on sale, $2.20, but keep that in mind. But I still think it's a good deal, especially if you need it for a specific reason, not just want it. If you just want some type of modifier, you don't have to get this one. You can get cheaper options out there that are even foldable, but it just be a little bit different. This one's super lightweight. And let me just start by also saying that what I'm doing here is just sample images. This is not a photo shoot. There are things that technically I would do different or set it up if I had more time, but I'm literally just trying to go in there, get to the point, get a shot, show you what it can kind of look like, a sample shot, so you can get the idea how everything renders. Now, if this was helpful at all, please hit like and subscribe or visit www.howtoandreviews.com. Till next time.